A question I get frequently asked is, what's the difference between two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive fenders? Let's find out. All right, guys, first things first, we have two brand new fenders. Obviously, the one on the left has been painted, the one on the right hasn't, but they're both Tong Yang, so they should meet the same manufacturer specification as one another. One on the right is the four-wheel drive variant, one on the left is the two-wheel drive variant. Let's check out the differences. Before we bust out the tape measure, let's go over some of the visual differences between the two fenders. Right away, you can tell that the four-wheel drive fender has a much more aggressive profile, and you can see this bulge that's not as prevalent on the two-wheel drive fender. Second thing you'll notice is that the rear mounting section and the front mounting section are a lot thinner than the two-wheel drive, and this makes sense because you want the wheel to have more steering clearance for a larger wheel and more range of travel up and down, so that's why it's a little bit more aggressive. Also, if you're running a two-wheel drive valence, you might have to trim it up a little bit to fit the four-wheel drives properly. Now let's put some numbers to all this. Bear with me for a second, I'm doing this one-handed and all this stuff's on the ground, so let's see, we got 80 millimeters for this rear section. We have 110 millimeters for the front section. Oh, time for some gymnastics. Oh. And looking at about, let's see, 150 millimeters from the ground to this lip right here. There's two lips. There's an upper and a lower. I'm just going to this lower one. Again, these haven't been rolled or pulled or anything. All right. 65 millimeters on that rear section. $85 millimeters on this front section. And let's see, 167 millimeters from the ground to the first lip. This fender also has an upper lip as well, but I'm just measuring to the outer side of this lower lip. Here are the differences between the two fenders. It appears that the four-wheel drive fenders are about 17 millimeters wider. Matthias asked, can you put 17 by 9 inch wheels with zero offset under 4x4 fenders? Yes, you absolutely can. These are 17 by 9 plus zero offset, 255/40 R17 tires. As you can tell, wouldn't take much work to get those to fit under the fenders. Just add a little bit of negative camber since my truck doesn't have very much to begin with. Do a light roll and maybe a slight pull. Easy peasy. Hopefully this video is helpful, guys. Catch you on the next one. Cheers.